Hi, this is Chloe Anderson of Nubian Nurturance, and today we're going to talk about skin to skin. So, skin to skin happens immediately after the baby is born, and it has many benefits. It benefits bonding with the mom and the child, and the dad and the child, and it can also be done with grandparents or other support people, but it is most essential for the mom and the child. It has long term benefits. So, studies have shown that skin to skin helps to comfort a soothing child, even in adulthood. And once, because of the skin to skin, once the child is near the mother, laying on the mother or touching the mother, being rubbed by the mother, because of that initial skin to skin, they are soothed if they have any type of anxiety. So, skin to skin usually takes about an hour or two, and there are phases that the baby goes through during skin to skin, and that's why there is a variance in the time of it, because it could take about an hour for the phase to be complete or two. And skin to skin is just that. So it's not a baby being wrapped in a blanket, laid on top of a mom who has a blanket or a hospital gown on top of her. It is literally mom has no clothes on top, the baby has no clothes on, and it's literally skin to skin. So just that initial holding of the baby is bonding, but it's not the skin to skin. Um, all of the vitals can be taken during the skin to skin time. So they can check the baby's temperature, heart, the umbilical cord can be cut, and all of that. And during the skin to skin process, it is very important. I have, during my births, I have seen skin to skin, but I have not seen it for that hour or two. So I want you all to know that if you do skin to skin 20, 30 minutes, that it has not more than likely been complete. Part of the phases are the baby crying, the baby being comforted, the baby nursing, and the baby having an activity, which is normally crawling to the the breast and being fed. And the final phase is the baby going to sleep. So, and there are some phases in between that. Once you consult a doula, that's part of the education that you'll learn. But the final phase is the baby going to sleep. So there are a few instances where skin to skin cannot be complete, but they're not many. Even if the baby is congested, they can still pull whatever is in that baby out while the skin to skin is going on. If the baby is jaundiced, you don't have to take the baby to the heating lamps. You don't have to weigh the baby and all of that immediately. A lot of doctors or nurses like to say we want the birth weight. An hour or two is not going to make a lot of difference in the birth weight. And so it's more important to have the benefits of the skin to skin. And skin to skin is immediate. It's not, okay, your baby is born, let's take the baby over here, wipe them down, clean them up, um, check some vitals, and then bring them to mom for an hour or two. It is the immediacy of the benefit fit. So I wanted to share this so that if you're an expecting mom, or you are coaching or supporting a an expecting mom, or if you're a grandmom or granddad, you want to share that information with your pregnant family member or loved one so that they can do the research and they could talk to their doctors about it prior, so that it's not something that, we have to have all of our information, and we have to sound very, and not just sound, but be very informed so that we can get what we want. One of the saddening things is a lot of times when we're advocating for ourselves, it's like we have to fight to get what we want. And you don't want to have that energy in your birthing room process or memory. But unfortunately, in order to get what we want. We have to be aggressive and all of that. And sometimes that can be reduced if you build your team prior to labor. So you do your research and you talk to your providers and you get a sense of if that person is on board or not. You can not, nothing is absolute. It's not guaranteed, but we can tell if a person is acting like yeah, and you can say, okay, he's just trying to brush me off, but it's a possibility that my birth plan is not going to be honored, as opposed to you can feel if that person is genuinely um, promoting skin to skin the way you are. That will give you a confirmation that yes, this is going to happen. And so we'll do some other conversations around birthing plans and things like that. The importance of doing that prior, doing your research, having plan Bs, bringing the birthing plan to your medical provider prior to your labor, bringing it during your labor, and most of the times the doula will have your birthing plan too. So in case during the rush of preparing to go to the hospital or your birthing place, you leave your birthing plan, your doula could pull it out and make sure that you don't forget and that the doctors can be reminded as well. So birth is a beautiful experience, and we want it to be peaceful, and we want our children to have all of the benefits. We want ourselves to have all of the benefits, and the foundation is important. So, yes, I'm very excited about the skin to skin. I wanted to share that with you guys. And like I said, do your research. YouTube has a lot of information, Google has a lot of information, but get the official, like officially research it and talk to your doctor about it and ask them to give you literature. And if they don't have it, because you're going to the doctors on a regular basis, ask them if they can have it during the next visit. And if they don't have it during that visit, continue to ask them. And if they aren't able to give you the information or the resources on how to get the information, that's a sign that this might not be the best person to be a part of your plan. So, all right, enjoy. This is for my birth queens.